Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Garden of Mythos and your February 2024 reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider leaving a like, comment, share, subscribe to help me grow the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. There's been some sort of dark energy, Sagittarius, that you've been battling and transforming for quite a while now. And I still see it here, but the Jinn is in the reverse. And I think instead of simply seeing it as something that, you needed to expel or you needed to get rid of or banish, whatever the case is, you saw the opportunity to alchemize it. And I feel like this is particular to those of you where perhaps this was internal energy, maybe you were doing some shadow work, or they were just some things that you realized within yourself that you need to detox. But instead of just simply getting rid of or doing away with or releasing, you're like, wait a minute, I can change this into light. And that whole process has really been so beneficial for you. And I believe it's even changed your relationship with yourself. Where you might have made, I don't necessarily think it's excuses. It's more like there were certain things that you just couldn't bring yourself to do or believe or feel. And through this process of alchemy, you have, and transformation, there are new doors of opportunity. And I believe it's, a lot to do with not only your relationship with yourself, but also your relationship with spirit and with what's possible. Because I feel like for a long time you might have felt very sort of trapped in a strange way. Or like destiny couldn't be changed, or your fate couldn't be changed. That sort of energy. Or that there was nothing that you could do in order to change your circumstances or how you felt. And now you're realizing that was not the case. That was simply that darker energy around you. And I think you needed to go through this process to also heal parts of yourself that, and perhaps maybe even you thought that those parts of yourself wouldn't be healed or couldn't be healed. For some of you, maybe you thought those parts of you were too damaged. And you kind of just accepted them for, those damaged parts of yourself. And now you can see that is also energy that can be used. And it's turning into something quite beautiful and inspiring. And I think it's going to help you open up your heart space again. And I don't think even in terms of wanting a relationship with another person. That could be down the road for some of you, or if you already are in one, this will resonate a little differently. It's more like you're allowing yourself to feel, to really let things in. So if you are in a relationship that's going to, change the dynamic there in a very positive way. But for those of you who aren't really interested in that, this is simply about the experience of the feelings, of the emotions, and even retrieving a sort of innocence or a state of innocence that perhaps you thought was lost to you. For some of you, I feel like there is a reconnection with your inner child that is on the horizon because of this work and this transformation that you've been doing. And it feels like coming home, but in a very, very profound way. In Sagittarius, this might be only, this might be something only you can understand. So maybe, trying to explain it to other people really won't resonate as much as you might want to. And I don't quite see, like, the work isn't quite done yet. There's still just a little bit of that energy to be transformed, especially around what you think you deserve. And as much as I think that you would like to receive the love from someone else, you're realizing that it's more important to give it to you. It's more important that it comes from you first. And that might be all that you're interested in. The things that you can do for yourself, the ways that you can now utilize this light energy that you've transformed from the darkest and deepest parts of you and your pain. And seeing where that goes and seeing where that takes you. And that's a beautiful energy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. With the Hermit being here in the reverse, there might be, and that Eight of Wands, there might be, a little bit more of a drive to socialize. But I don't think it's completely necessary. You're learning how to be your own best friend. You're learning how to be that person that you needed so long ago. And I think also during this whole transformative work that you've been doing, you've learned a lot from the dark. You've learned a lot from your own shadow. Not just how to transform it into light, but it's also taught you things about yourself that perhaps pain or experience or trauma didn't allow you to see before, or maybe you've forgotten because of. And going forward, I think that's still here, because there's still things to realize. There's still revelations coming to you. Just remember to be gentle with yourself in the process. That's going to bring you the brightest light. The more empathy you can extend to yourself, the brighter the light will be. And the faster the healing process as well. But I don't really see a rush here, or a need to rush. There might be a decision that you made that is still perhaps bothering you, or still on your mind at the very least. And I don't feel like this is something that you can necessarily go back and change either way, even if you wanted to. And perhaps going on this inner journey and this healing journey has made you a bit nostalgic, or has, made you look back, and perhaps you're realizing there are certain things that you left, maybe parts of yourself that you would like to retrieve. And I think as you move forward, you're going to realize that the parts of you that you feel like you miss, or that you feel like have been lost, are actually still there, and they're right there with you. They just kind of need to be uncovered. We need to remove the shadows from them, the negative thoughts, the negative beliefs, the self-doubt. And, you know, as I said, be gentle with yourself through that. And a little nostalgia is okay as well. Don't get lost in it, though. Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one.